All right, everybody, this is Karla Silver, and welcome to the Team It's Our Time World Global Network Business Overview presentation. As you're piling on, I just wanted to say a personal welcome. Excited to have you here. If you're just meeting me for the first time, my name is Karla Silver. I am a Grand Diamond here at World Global Network, and I got started in the home-based business industry for a very similar reason as a lot of other people got started in the home business industry. I was downsized, and I realized at that point that I needed to do something very drastically different with my life. I really wanted to have a life. I definitely wanted to work. I wanted to have some sort of work, but I wanted to be able to have a life and work and replace an executive level income. And it hasn't been all leprechauns and unicorns dropping gold bombs into my bank account, but it has been a wonderful ride. I've been able to, my husband and I have been able to replace both of our incomes. We've been able to travel all over the world, and we thank this industry for that. And we absolutely thank the World Global Network for providing that for all of us too. So what say you? Let's get started, and I'm going to share my screen and we can get going for sure. Hold on one second. And I am going to find my, all right. So we're going to get going here. You've been invited here because somebody thinks enough of you to talk to you about World Global Network. So a lot of people along the way have asked myself and my husband, what is your secret to success? What is it that you've done in your life that really has changed everything for you? And how do you make a decision about where you plant your flag? Well, I happen to think that there's 3 ingredients to success. It's pretty simple. Ingredient number 1 is the people you work with. Who is it that you work with? And I'm going to be talking about that in 1 second. Number 2 is timing. Timing in the marketplace. And number 3 is something that you have to answer for yourself. Are you willing to do the work that is required for you to be successful? The cool thing is we have all 3 of those things in place here, except for the work part. That's the question that you get to answer for yourself. But I'm going to start today by talking about the company. World Global Network is actually, this is an old slide. I've got a couple of old slides, so I'll point out where there's not perfect information. We are a 6-year-old company. We just had our anniversary. World Global Network is a publicly traded company. The company's vision is to be the largest network marketing technology-based company. We are global, hence the name World Global Network. We're already operating in over 195 countries around the world. We have 15 offices scattered all over the globe. And most importantly, we have a AAA rating by the Direct Sales Association. And why do I say most importantly? Well, the Direct Sales Association is the governing body over the entire home-based business industry. And it is a 2-year legal process just to apply, let alone have a AAA rating. So you know that you're getting involved with a company that has a tremendous reputation. In 2015, World Global Network did $157 million in sales. We're ranked over 77th in the world in the direct sales industry. And most interesting is that we are partnered with a little 100-year-old, $54 billion company by the name of Toshiba. Toshiba actually came to World Global Network about 8 or 9 months ago, and they said, we want to buy your technology. And the CEO of World Global Network, whose name is Fabio Galdi, he said, I am sorry, but it is not for sale. So Toshiba went back to the drawing board, came back to Fabio Galdi and said, listen, if we can't buy it, we want to be a partner. So a $54 billion company by the name of Toshiba did their due diligence on World Global Network. Contracts were signed, hands were shaked, and a partnership was born. And now Toshiba manufactures all of the chipsets within our devices. But back to who you're working with. Fabio Galdi is the CEO of our company. He is an Italian, obviously. He does live here in the United States. He has been a tech wonderkin for many years. He founded the second largest ISP in Europe. He was a pioneer in touchscreen functionality, which is all of the beautiful stuff that we use to be able to communicate on our iPads and our iPhones and our Samsungs and you name it. So he's been around in the industry for a long time. He has a tremendous reputation. As a matter of fact, he's been voted in the top 3 to 7 CEOs in the home-based business industry 4 times in the last 5 years. So we're headed up by a gentleman of integrity and a visionary in the industry. Company has received accolade after accolade after accolade. We have some of the top income earners in the world, AAA opportunity, top 10 CEO, ranked very highly as far as reputation, and we're considered an ambassador company in the network marketing industry. I mentioned earlier that we're a publicly traded company. When I got started a few short months ago, the stock was hovering around 3. It's been as high as 24. Last time I looked, it was trading about 14 or 15. What does that tell you? So first of all, a publicly traded company has to have all of the checks and balances in place for Wall Street to even list it. So you know that massive accounting was done. Moreover, the big bump in our stock is simply because the financial industry is catching wind about what we're doing over here, and we're creating a lot of interest on Wall Street. Speaking of Wall Street, speaking of trends, speaking of timing, the timing is incredibly important. As a matter of fact, as I said earlier, it's the second piece of what we're looking for. The wearable technology industry is forecasted to more than triple in the next 2.5 years. Guys, you are in a wonderful position. Wearable tech is going to change your life, whether you like technology or whether you don't like technology. We have to face it, technology is everywhere. It is all around us. So World Global Network's goal is to capture only 3% of the wearable device market in the next 3 years, only 3%. When they do that, they will have sold 12 million devices and they will be a $3 billion company. That's not an unachievable goal. It will happen, and you have the opportunity to be along for the ride. More than 300, this is an old slide again, more than 300,000 devices have been sold so far worldwide. So I have a question for you. Are you familiar with Fitbit? Yes or no? Fitbit's been around for almost 10 years. They are an $8 billion company. They manufacture a device. You can see a picture of it there that lives on your arm. It calculates your calories, steps, etc. Are you familiar with Fitbit? Yes or no? My second question to you is, knowing what you know today about Fitbit, if you could climb into your time machine and go back to 2008, and Fitbit told you that they were going to pay you every single time they sold a Fitbit, would you get started with them? Yes or no? Well, you'd have to be kind of cuckoo for coconuts not to, right? So I want you to imagine, just over, as a matter of fact, just over 3 months ago, the first ever device that is poised to revolutionize the healthcare industry, the technology industry, and of course, our industry, the home-based business industry. We call this device the Fitbit on steroids. And I'd like to introduce to you the Hilo, the Health and Life Oracle. Don't take it from me, watch for yourself.
Introducing Hilo, the world's first health and lifestyle oracle, a real-time health monitoring device with disease prediction, Unlike any other wearable device on the planet, Hilo can monitor the most important measurements, including heart rate, blood pressure, breath rate, daily steps, calories burned, and Hilo can even perform an EKG. Hilo can also sense your mood if you're excited or even if you are fatigued. Paired with the latest smartphone application, you can now track the health and well-being of your loved ones. Imagine being able to monitor your aging parents even if you're thousands of miles away, or getting an alert if your spouse's blood pressure is too high. Hilo not only monitors your important measurements, but it produces a daily, weekly, and monthly health report that you can provide to your trainer or physician. In the near future, Hilo will be able to monitor blood sugar levels, alcohol levels in our blood, oxygen levels, temperature, and even keep disease-delivering mosquitoes away. But Hilo is more than the world's most advanced health monitoring device. Hilo can also alert you if your loved ones are in danger. Unfortunately, more and more women and children go missing each day, according to the FBI. With Hilo, a child walking home from school can now press the panic button twice, and his or her Hilo guardians can be sent an emergency alert via text, notifying their guardians that they need help. And what's amazing is that the guardians will get the exact GPS location of their loved one. Let's take a look at another scenario. What if you're taking a walk around your neighborhood and you sense danger lurking? Having that peace of mind to simply alert your loved ones can be a lifesaver. Now that you've seen the power of this revolutionary product, I'm positive you're ready to order one for you and your family members. However, Hilo is not found in stores. Hilo can only be purchased online. So click on the Buy It Now link or fill out our form to get more information about the Hilo right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the Hilo. It's truly a game changer in the industry. Like Fitbit, it calculates your steps and calories. But unlike Fitbit, it also is an entire health monitoring system. It also monitors your blood pressure, your heart rate. It does an EKG right there on your arm and transmits all the information to your cell phone, sleep quality, breath rate, your mood, and also so much more. And you can share this information with people you love, and they can monitor your vitals, or you can share this information as well with your healthcare provider or your physical trainer, personal trainer, it doesn't matter. Moreover, with the Hilo, you can keep track of the people you love most in your life. Do you have children or an aging parent? I know in my case, I want to keep track of the vitals of people that I love the most in my life. And I want to make sure, and I'm sure you do too, that if something goes wrong, that you are the very first person that is notified. And on top of all of this, if anybody that you love is in any kind of danger, they get in a car accident, they're threatened by somebody else, God forbid. I know that my aging mother-in-law fell down in our apartment. There's all kinds of things that can happen, but there is a great little, I don't know if you can see this on my arm here, but there's a panic button right there on the side. And if somebody that you love isn't in any trouble at all they have to do is hit this panic button, and you're sent a text with a map and the exact GPS location of where they're located. Doesn't matter where they are in the world, you'll get this information ASAP. Guys, there's no comparison. There's nothing like this product anywhere in the marketplace. If you'll notice, of course, there's Samsung and Apple Watch and the Fitbit, Microsoft Garmin. There's all kinds of other products, but none of them do anything remotely compared to the Hilo. We are getting so much press all over the place. We've been on Fox, CNN, ABC, CBS, NBC. and all over the newspapers, etc. This is getting to be huge, guys. Moreover, Toshiba featured us at the Consumer Electronics Show, which is the largest convention in the world. Certainly is the largest electronics marketplace in the world. That takes place every year in January in Las Vegas, and Toshiba's featured our Hilo there. Guys, this product, obviously, I'm not going to make any claims, but it's obviously already saving lives all over the world. Guys, the future is super bright. We're the first people to use a specific chipset that Toshiba has manufacturing for us. Also, our manufacturing is done by a company called Quality, right out of China. They're right down the road from the Apple manufacturing plant. And more importantly, I wanna underscore something to you guys here. So watch me, not the screen. Recently, just a few weeks ago, World Global Network debuted the Hilo App Store. Now, I want you to remember back to 2008 again. The iPhone just came out, and they actually had a really crappy phone. A lot of people were shaking their heads wondering, why is Apple entering the mobile marketplace? They've got huge competitors, companies like Motorola. Have you heard of them recently? Nokia. Have you heard of them recently? Well, what Apple had, which was the game changer in the industry, is they debuted with an app store. When they debuted, they just had a few apps, and with that, and now they have over 8 million apps in that app store. Well, World Global Network debuted their app store just over 3 weeks ago, and we currently have developers, hundreds of developers, maybe even thousands of developers, developing applications for the device all over the world. And guys, they're only limited by their imaginations. So for example, ovulation will be an app coming up. So if you want to be pregnant, you'll be able to tell when you're supposed to do what you need to do. Blood oxygenation levels, efficacy of your vitamins. There's even a guy developing a lie detector. I'm sure that's to play a game. But the big bad mama that's coming fourth quarter of this year is blood glucose level testing. Guys, 1 in 8 people in the United States and 1 in 11 people around the world have diabetes. And currently they're required to lance their fingertips multiple times a day to get a drop of blood and have that blood tested for blood sugar levels. What if, and I don't even have to say what if, what happens when you get started with this company and later on this year that application is brought out, and how many people, 1 in 8 people in the United States, are definitely going to want to take advantage of non-invasive blood glucose testing. That's just one of many, many things that are coming up in our app store. We are truly a global company. As I mentioned before, we're already doing business in over 195 countries. There's only a few more countries than that and territories around the world. And you can see here a listing of some of the countries and cities where we have our offices around the globe. Again, I mentioned before, who you work with is vitally important. So we talked about the company, we talked about the leadership of the company, and now I want to talk about the leadership of our team and the people that are directly mentoring you to create whatever income that you're looking to create here. These people, CHANIDA and Nat, Chad and Natita, and Ramasio Fulcher, are some of the top income earners in the world. And they've done this in an incredibly short period of time. And you have the opportunity to work directly with these superstars and get your business up and off the ground and create amazing results for yourself. And I want to underscore, these are old numbers. Ramasio Fulcher is now number 41 in the world. CHANIDA and Nat and Chad and Natita are up in the top 10 as well. And again, I just want to underscore, this has happened in a very short period of time. It hasn't taken them years and years and years to achieve that. And that's important to you because that shows you that the timing couldn't be better for you to get involved with World Global Network and take advantage of the boom in the wearable tech sector and the amazing technology that they've developed here with this product. So you might be worried, we might be thinking about, how do I make money? Well, I'm sure, because I can read your mind, that that's exactly what you're thinking about. So let's talk about that. When you get started, you want to first become a team member. And the way to become a team member is to pick whatever pack you want to buy. So let's go through the various ways that you can get started. If you're listening to my voice and you think, okay, this is great, but I'm not really interested in being a business builder here, I just want to own the product. At that point, you would go back to the person that invited you here, get their link, and you could purchase the box set. You'll get one helo, one germanium plate set, etc., and that is $319. If you are looking to build a business, which I assume that's you if you're still listening to my voice, then you're going to pick either one of these three options. The first option is what's called a family pack. You basically buy 4 helos, you get one for free. So you're getting 5 helos, you get 5 germanium plate set, and one set of the colored bands, so that if you're like me, I don't always want to wear a black band around my wrist. So that's the family pack. That is $1,349. If you're a bigger thinker and you want to get started with a little bit more inventory, or you have more people that you love in your family, you would pick the premium pack. At that point, you're buying 5 kilos, you get one for free, you get 6 germanium plate sets and 6 band packs, so that everybody that has their kilo has their own colored bands. Most people buy the premium pack simply because you actually are saving the most money with the premium pack. And lastly, if you're a big thinker and you want to get started in a big way, all you have to do is add 1 Biozen 30 to any one of the family pack or the premium pack. And you can find out more about our Biozen product. It's pretty awesome. Our Biozen product on our website. So first thing you do is become a team member by picking a family pack or a premium pack or adding a Biozen to either one of those alternatives. Second step is you become what's called a team builder. So you bring 2 sales to your business. One of those sales will go on the left leg, one of those will go on the right leg. All you need to know is you bring 2 people to your team, and at that point, you are locked in to 20% commission for life. And for those of you that are listening to my voice that have been in other opportunities, that you've had to re-qualify, you've had to have certain levels of volume or quotas, all that stuff, you just do that once here and you're set at the 20% forever. No muss, no fuss, nothing complicated. World Global Network wants to make it simple and easy for you to be successful. So once you've done that and you brought in your first 2 people, the third step is simply to become what's called a team developer. And all that means is that you turn around and you help the 2 people that you brought in become team builders themselves and get their first 2 people. And at that point, you're called what's called a team developer, because you're able to develop other leaders, other people on your team. And at that point, everything in the compensation plan is unlocked for you. Most important is a matching bonus. So somebody that you bring in makes $100,000 this year, you get a $10,000 matching bonus. So I love the matching bonus. We have so many of it. You know what? I could spend an hour going through all of this. Let's just put it this way. World Global Network treats their people right. This is one of, if not the most lucrative compensation plan that I have ever seen in 13 years in this industry. They treat you right. They give away cars, watches, recognition, trips, you name it. All you have to do is make the decision to get started and then roll up your sleeves and get to work. Everybody that wants to make money here also is a member of our loyalty membership program. This is the cost of doing business. It is $59 a month. The cool thing is that World Global Network makes it really painless to do this. Here's what they give you in return for your $59 loyalty membership. Obviously, you get to earn your commission and keep your sales volume. By the way, again, for those of you that have worked in other opportunities, nothing is what's called flushed. At the end of a cycle, you keep your sales volume. You also get 5 pro apps that you can give away to anybody in your family, etc. You can do whatever you want to do with them. That's a value of $60. We don't do home meetings and parties and all of that stuff. You can if you want to, but our business is online. So you'll need some online tools, and so they give you some cloud storage and online tools, value of $349. Also a protection plan for your Hilo and your Infolio phone if you choose to get one when they come out. So if your car runs over your Hilo or your dog ate your Hilo, whatever it is, something happens, there's a protection plan for that. Also, at the end of a year, you'll get a free Hilo. You'll get a Hilo for free, and that's pretty cool. Also, a free phone at the end of your first year, as well as my super favorite is number 7 here. An extra 1% is put into what they call a money box or a loyalty box. I call it a piggy bank. So at the end of every pay cycle, they're going to take 1% of your earnings and they're going to add it onto, they're not going to take it away from you. They're going to add another 1% and put it away for you in your piggy bank. At the end of the year, you can break open your piggy bank and you can do whatever you want with it. You can buy a car, pay your taxes, pay your kids' tuition, whatever you've saved up in there, it's like essentially free money. So that's why I'm a big fan of free money. And that's why I particularly love this particular aspect. The total value, guys, you spend over a year, you spend $708 and you get over almost $1,500 for free in value, plus, and that does not include the 1% in your money box, your piggy bank or your loyalty box. So they make this well worth your while. So everybody that gets started here wants to make some money is part of our loyalty program. Also, hold on a second. If you guys would not write on the screens, that would be so awesome. Let me clear that and make this clear. Okay, that would be so awesome. So here's the deal, guys. You know, everybody asks me, so how come you're growing so fast? Well, you know why we're growing so fast? We have a extraordinarily simple business model. You are not responsible ever, and I really want to underscore this. You are not the salesperson. You are not. You're the tour guide. We send a really quick 2-minute video, which you just saw earlier in the conversation, earlier in the presentation. We send a 2-minute video. If somebody wants to buy the product, they can buy it right there. If they need more information and they want to become a business builder, great, we send a 7-minute video or a 5-minute video. If they're ready to become a business builder or they just want to buy the product, go ahead. If they have more questions, we have a 30-minute webinar, either recorded or one that is live, like this one right now, that answers all of their questions. Simplicity equals money and equals fast growth in a business. This system, or our marketing system, does all the explaining for you. And the cool thing is the system has resulted in $32 million in business in the last 90 days. $32 million. So we couldn't have grown that fast doing anything the old-fashioned way. We're just allowing the videos and the webinars and people like me to do all of the explaining, telling, selling, all that stuff for you. In addition, guys, I'll give you a little, oops, hold on, I got to go back to my mouse. In addition, guys, this company has revolutionized a bunch of things. We have a really simple way that we make money. Obviously, the Hilo basically sells itself. It's almost not fair. The compensation plan is super lucrative. We're open all over the world. It doesn't cost any money to join. No requalifications for those of you that have been in the home-based business industry, you're not required to requalify. We don't have any chargebacks on our loyalty program. and no monthly shipping charges. You are not required to purchase product every single month. This has resulted, these are just a few of the people on our team. And guys, if you just look at these people, we're all just regular people, ordinary people that have had extraordinary results because of the company's leadership, our team leadership, headed up by Ramasio Fulcher, who is right there in the middle of the screen here, and the timing in the industry. It just doesn't get any better than this. We're all going to be meeting next week in Bangkok, and I'm pretty sure a couple people are going to be getting a supercar, which is pretty cool, again, that the company gives away. These are not leases or money towards the supercar. They're giving supercars away. So you pick your car. Do you want a Ferrari, a Lamborghini, or a Rolls Royce? Personally, I take the Rolls Royce. But what you pick is up to you. So guys, it's important for you, if I haven't answered all of the questions that you have regarding this opportunity, make sure that you get back to the person that invited you here today and get your questions answered, because the way this compensation plan works, this positioning and timing is everything. If you choose to get started tonight, which I assume that you will, then the next few days we're going to be bringing in thousands and thousands and thousands of people over the next days and weeks, and certainly thousands, tens of thousands over the next few months. So if you should make the decision to get started today, and when you make the decision to get started today, you will be at the top of the food chain, and those thousands of people will be underneath you in your organization, contributing to your sales volume. If you pussyfoot around and don't make a decision and hang out on the fence, we are still going to be growing with or without you, right? So you can wait and make your decision later, and all of that sales volume that is coming into this company will be above you and will not contribute to you and your family's bottom line. So I urge you, again, if you have not received the answer to 100% of your questions on this webinar, make sure you get back to the person that invited you here and get them answered so that you can make that decision, yes or no, and you can get started immediately. As a matter of fact, I'm going to invite you tonight, today, wherever you are in the world, to get right back to the person that invited you here tonight, because we have 2 of these presentations every single day, and you could be on your way to making money today. So it's been my pleasure to be here with you today. My name is Karla Silver. I am a world changer. You have an awesome, awesome day, and I look forward to working with you in the days, weeks, and months to come. Take care, everybody.